If you're a heating air conditioning technician or even a salesperson, what do you need to know about forgiveness and why does it matter? This is a super important question. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from the big island of Hawaii on a perfect day to talk about sales and a perfect day to talk about you. So today I am on the big island. I am in the city of refuge. And so back in the day of the kingdom, if you could make it to this wall and touch it, you were forgiven for whatever trespass you were. Now it's not easy to get here. You had two directions. You could come by sea, right? You can come from the ocean, or you could come from land. Now getting here is a bunch of lava fields, and lava is sharp. There wasn't no cars. There was no easy way to get here, and there was probably people looking for you. You're like, Scott, why does this matter? Because sometimes in life, your clients do things that require you to forgive them, okay? So sometimes in life, you're gonna have that buyer, that client that flat out lies to you, and the only thing that they care about is their outcome. And I've seen this screw up so many salespeople. I've seen this cause so many problems for salespeople where they're like, well, 18 clients ago, somebody screwed me and they lied to me and they cheated and I'm just gonna hold a grudge. I'm like, dude, chick, bro, babe, you do know that that grudge is costing you money. Like metaphorically, you should go and touch that wall, right? You should go and touch that wall. You should go and say, hey, look, I forgive you. I forgive you. And at the end of the day, that person probably wasn't gonna be a good client for you anyway, right? It could have been that you messed up on your sales process. It could have been that you didn't give the right explanation. Some of this could have been on you. So like you could be holding a grudge, like hold a grudge. I'm like super mad. But at the end of the day, it could have been your fault. Is it yours all the time? No, because like people buy how they buy. People buy how they sell. And sometimes people just flat out lie and they're scumbags. But metaphorically, you got to go to the wall, you too, and just say, hey, at the end of the day, I forgive you, right? You didn't buy from me. I'm just going to move on to the next client. Move on to the next client, right? Super importante, super importante. So here's the thing, right above my head, there's gonna be a URL. And if you want access to the Facebook group and the YouTube channel, extra videos on the YouTube channel and the Facebook group that nobody knows about, type that into URL. It'll take you to a browser, drop in your best email address and your name, and I'll send you the goods, right? You'll get the goods. There'll be some cool stuff. And eventually I'll probably sell something because I gotta pay for my trips to Hawaii, my medium rare steaks, the ribeyes, and some aloha shirts, right? Got the winter going today. So I'm gonna challenge you this week, like make it happen this week. There was probably a call that you ran this week where you're like, this person lied to me. They gathered all of my intel. They went and shopped my process. They really, I was a stalking horse. They never planned on doing business with me. And a stalking horse is when somebody just takes your content, takes your information, they just use it to get discounts. They use it because they have to get 3 bids and they have already got a preferred vendor. I'm just gonna say, hey, look, at the end of the day, you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go or the stuff becomes poison. You have to forgive them, right? You have to let them touch that wall right there, like we get out of the way. You have to let them touch this wall as much as you gotta go there and just say, hey, look, I'm gonna let it go. I had a bad client. I had somebody that did some stuff. I really just need to forgive them. I just really need to move on and get on with my life. It's probably the best thing that could ever happen to you, right? Sometimes I look back on some of the clients, I'm like, oh, this was a dream client. And then a couple years later, I talk to a friend and they're like, oh, you would have no idea who I did business with and what kind of problems they created. And I'm like, I thought that was a dream client. They're like, oh, this person owes me X amount of dollars. Like I should put a dollar sign right here. X amount of dollar signs. They owe me a ton of freaking money and they won't pay me. They lawyered up. And I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be on that gig. Not gonna name names. I almost named a name. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it. Every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, share this video with a friend. And then number 4, I'm gonna give like 3.54. Forgive the people around you for the things that they do so you can move on in life and you can have your metaphorical touch on the wall just like you can have here at the Big Island. So let's give you the tour. Got all the place right here where everybody snorkels up into the point. Right? There's some beautiful sunsets out here, by the way. And then you got the wall. So there you go. Just want to let you know that I appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Aloha and mahalo.